What's up everyone, welcome to the studio. I'm Sean, I'm an artist in Montgomery, Alabama, and last weekend I went out to the Walls Art Park in Waverly, Tennessee for the Spring Paint Jam. I love going out to this park. They're completely legal walls, completely hassle-free. There's a ton of artists out there during the paint jams, and it's just such a great environment to be in. Once I got there, the first thing I did was check in, and then I walked around and saw all the artwork that was there before everyone got started. Then once I found my wall, it was time to unload the car. Once I got everything set up, I needed to check my wall, scrape it, and make sure I had a clean surface to paint on. For the first layer of this wall, I'm using white spray paint, and that's mostly because I have a bunch of half-empty cans, so I need to go ahead and use them up, and on this project, I'm not going to use a lot of white spray paint. After painting my first layer, I noticed there's some spots on the wall that I missed when I was scraping, so I've got to go back and clean those up, otherwise my wall is going to start chipping and peeling prematurely. Now that I've got this wall cleaned up, I can start to paint my doodle grid. With my doodle grid, I can take a picture and then bring it into Procreate, overlay my sketch on top of it. Then I drop the opacity, and that lets me see where my lines intersect these symbols. So now that I have a grid, I can start to transfer my sketch onto this wall using chalk. After doing my chalk outline, I can get started on the background, which I want to do a gradient for the top and bottom of this background. While working on these cactus, I was really nervous because in the sketch, I just have them as one bold color, but I decided last minute to throw in a bunch of shading. Halfway through the day, I realized I didn't bring my battery charger from the hotel. So at this point, I decided to just block in all of my colors, and I can come back the next day and do all of the detail. Now this is where I really want to test my shading. So far, I love the way the shirt looks. I like the horse's shading, but I still want it to be better. One thing I love about this sketch is how ridiculous it is. I've got this derpy horse, which is part of my new series, and then I've also got this cowboy bunny character. I'm getting to a point where in my artwork and in life in general, I just love the most ridiculous scenario possible. The dumber it is, the more ridiculous it is, the more I seem to enjoy it. I just find so much joy in that. So as I'm wrapping up this mural, I realize I've got a ton of time left and decide to walk around the park, see everyone else's artwork, and see how it's all coming together. What's really amazing about the walls is that all these artists come from so many different areas. The first time I went, I immediately started meeting and networking with people from all over the country. And now every time I go, I either see familiar faces or start meeting new people. And it's incredible. And with the final touches on this wall, it is complete, which means all I've got to do now is pack everything up and drive 4.5 hours back to the studio. After that mural, I've got 20 empty spray paint cans, which I'll be painting in my next video. So that's it for this video. Thank you guys so much for watching. If you enjoyed it, hit the like button, subscribe if you haven't, and leave a comment below to let me know what you think about this mural. I also want to give a huge shout out to all of my patrons. You guys are amazing. The contributions you give to the studio help make trips like this possible, so a huge thank you. If you want to help support the studio and get some really cool stuff while you do, go to patreon.com/pdshawn. Or you can go to my website, pdshawn.com, where all of my artwork's available and ships anywhere in the US for free. Again, thank you guys so much for watching, and I'll see you next time.